What's going on? Welcome to my channel. This is the introductory intro explanationary majig video for the channel, and I'm really excited about it. It's a new camera, so bear with me if the audio or the video quality isn't holy bright Batman isn't top notch. I'm new to the filming part of this. I'm not new to being out here, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna spend a lot of time out here. We're in the Rocky Mountains, which that is new to me, but the woods are not. Most of my experience in the woods is in the Northeast, so it's different. Learning the plants, which is really interesting, which is something I'll share with you as I learn some of the plants, the wildlife, the flora and fauna of this part of the Rocky Mountains. Right on the Continental Divide. We will be on the Continental Divide Trail a bunch. We'll do some day hikes. We will do some overnighters. We're going to do a lot of bushcraft and stuff. I really enjoy it. I think some of it's a little overplayed on YouTube. I don't know. Some people say that. I think it's fun. Why not go back to basics? Bring your axe, a sheath knife, a tarp, and some wool, and see what we can come up with. If you had to do that out of necessity, it's not going to be a lot of fun. But if you're doing it for fun, yeah, let's play bushcraft. So we'll be doing some of that. We'll do some gear reviews, and we're going to do this all from the beginning. This is going to be an evolving thing that I'm going to take you with me. I'm doing this all on a budget. I've got a lot of hand-me-down gear, used gear. I hit pawn shops, and I hit thrift stores, and I hit every deal, tag sales. Oh, you're not using that backpack? I'll give you $5. That kind of a deal. And we're going to start from there, and we're going to grow a kit. I have a kit that works, and as I proceed in my evolution of doing this, we will replace things with better things, and we'll do reviews of why I want to replace it, why this can be better, if it's lighter weight, if it cuts faster, if it's more efficient in any way. That's the only reason I would replace anything, if it became more efficient, whether it's by weight or how long it takes me to accomplish a task. That's what you go for as you progress. So we'll be going through a lot of that gear that I like, gear that I use. All will be opinion based when it comes to that stuff. When it comes to the plants, the flora, the fauna, that'll be factual. I want to learn. I've already learning some of the stuff here that makes really good teas and is medicinal, and I'm making sure I know what I'm talking about before I share it with you, so that nobody eats something or drinks something they're not supposed to. But yeah, this is kind of just winging this video. I don't know if I had already mentioned in the beginning of this, I found a cool spot and turned the GoPro on and realized I had left the SD card in the car in the laptop. Yeah. So I hiked all the way back down, which I don't care, it's so beautiful out, and now I'm just at the trailhead. So if you hear a car in the background, that's Old Montana 2. I'm not far up in the woods, but there's just so much to explore here, and this is only 15 minutes away from where I live and work. Last weekend, St. Patty's Day weekend, me and a friend of mine, we got out of Dodge and went up toward there's two 10,000 foot peaks that away, and it's Red Mountain and Table Mountain, and we got up toward there. We weren't right at it, but we were about 8,000 feet and did a winter bushcraft camp. We brought tarps. I made a lot of things out of what I could cut with dead standing. We had to dig in about 3.5 feet of snow to make our little area. We put a fire in with a fire reflector and set up our shelters, and we spent the night there, and I had a blast, man. That was so cool. But we'll be doing a lot of that. Overnighters, day hikes, question and answers. Like I said, I want it to be an evolving thing, something that you guys can get involved with. If you have questions or comments, you see something that I could do to improve my experience, or hopefully I can show something to you guys to improve your experience and really encourage you to get out here. It doesn't take a lot of money. Of course, I would love to have a $500 Big Agnes sleeping bag that's about as big as this hat, and it'll keep you warm in 0 degrees. Of course I want one. Maybe someday I will have one, but at this moment, it's not everyday man available for me. It would be the most unwise decision I made to buy that with my current budget. So I'll show you some things that you can do to get just as much enjoyment of being out here without having to spend you know, $40,000. I think I saw something that said camping where you can spend thousands and thousands of dollars to live like a homeless person. That's a little offensive, so I'm sorry if that offends, but the gist is there. But you can really have a blast on minimal money, and we'll go through a lot of that stuff. We'll have weekly content on this channel. So this is an introduction. If it's something that you're interested in, I really want to be able to through the chat or however, I'll get this linked up to Twitter and some different social media accounts, really make it interactive. There'll be some live feed. I did some live, like Facebook live feed a couple weekends ago for my birthday, up at about 8,000 feet, and it was great. I interacted with the people on there while I was up there, and so it encouraged me to really get this going. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm out here right now I'd rather be no other place. It is absolutely beautiful. There's snow on the ground, but I could be in a t-shirt. It is March 21st. Beautiful. I'm also not naive to the fact that it may turn 0 degrees and dump 2 feet of snow at any minute, because this is the Rocky Mountains and it's only March. So if I do know you personally, I know a lot. I'm really trying to network through my active social media accounts. Help a brother out. Let's hit those subscribes and those likes and really get this thing rolling. If you come across this, it doesn't really have any specific content, so I don't know how to work in the search engine, you know, as being super popular right off the rip. But if it's something that you want to get into with me, something that you enjoy, and like I said, I really want to make it interactive and really learn and help others learn how to really enjoy themselves out here in a budget-friendly way, an efficient way, even some old school stuff. We'll get down to like some real bare bones stuff. I'm planning on doing some videos on like your basics: fire, shelter, water, keeping track of your core temperature, what materials are good for you, what materials aren't good for you. We'll try some gear that I probably know is going to fail, just to show you why it fails, or why this would be a waste of money. You can spend 40 bucks on something, have it fail on you, when you could have bought, you know, the $21 alternative. It just happened to be built better but didn't have the tag or the name on it. So you can, like I said, I can go through a thrift store and you can find a lot of really great pants made out of really great material for hiking, some wool items. I found a bunch of stainless single wall canteens for like $1 a piece. So I'll probably take you with me in those stores as long as I get permission to film, and we'll have a great time. So I'm rambling on. I don't know how long this video is. I don't know how the quality is either. I'm just kind of hanging on to this thing and walking around, and it's all new to me, the filming part. So bear with me. We'll get her fine-tuned for sure. That's why I'm kind of turning around too, so I can see where in this video how the lighting is working on the settings that I got. So again, bear with me on that. If you have any tips for me with this, I'm running the Hero 4 Black. The reviews on it I got were that it's better than a lot of the current ones. If you have any tips, leave a comment. I want to learn. I want to learn how to do some really good stuff. And so thank you for your time. Subscribe, like if it's something you're interested in. And I don't mean to talk at you with my sunglasses on, but it is really bright. I don't know how this video is going to come out actually, because it's so bright. Didn't realize that. So thank you for your time, and this is just an introduction of something that I really want to see progress and turn into something really, really exciting and really fun. I'm looking forward to it, and there'll be weekly content, and it'll be kid friendly too. You know, it's gonna be pretty PG. That's how I like to keep it. I find myself feeling more peaceful being that way anyway, so we're gonna keep it kid friendly. And I think there's some sage down here. I already got some in my pocket, so I stink like sage. But these bushes down here, that's sage. And I'm not gonna like start a whole video right now on sage or any of these plants because it's an introductory video. But let's get down in here. There's some sage here. Sage is good for a lot of things. We'll talk about all these plants and stuff too, and we'll get way in. We're right on the beaten trail here. I like to get off Off the Beaten Trail. That could have been a name, huh? Off the Beaten Trail with Nick Laws. Get some. So thanks for your time, and stay tuned. Hit the notifications if it's something you want to be involved in, and see where we can take this thing. This is just the beginning. It's the beginning of a whole new adventure, and I'm super excited for it. So thanks again, and we will talk to you later. And get outside and enjoy. Spring's hitting, and no matter where you're at, get out, man. When we were kids, we'd find a lot with 3 trees on it and hang out there. So we just wanted to be outside. All right, thank you. God bless.